things about them. You will become a wise bird, and other birds will hold you in high esteem. Look about you. What do you see? Nothing but dingy squalor and hopelessness. No laughter, no beauty. Bird, I tell you, we are in the dogged lair of the living dead, and it fills me with a mad unrest to see the lives of humans wasted so. Life is but a fleeting fragment of time, and no part of it should be laid to waste. Do you hear, bird? The tolling of the end of day. Time for tired eyes to close and forget today's routine. Time to slip away into dreams of what tomorrow cannot be. Bird, believe me, I can haunt this march toward death and bring these people back to life. You shrug. You are not interested. You are a foolish bird. However, you, my friend, shall have a better fate than dragging out your later years in misery. For a short while you will live well. You will become round and fat and jolly, and then, you feathered bastard, I will eat you.
Egg has no sides. I find that very reassuring. Every part of an egg is curved. It's nice to know that there's something you can depend on.
Hello, Emmett.
Everybody knows how Dick Whittington felt about his cat. But did you ever stop to wonder how the cat felt?
What are you standing on?
I'm going to make a statement. I want you to tell me whether it's true or false.
What's holding you up in the air?
Very simple statement. I don't think you'll have any trouble with it at all.
What the hell are you standing on?
Are you ready?
My God, what is holding you up in the air?
The ledge. There's a ledge that goes right along this wall. You can't see it from the street because there are bushes in it.
I see. How did you find me?
It was a very nice bitch you gave him about louching.
You heard that.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Your name is not Oliver T. Irwin. Your name is Wilfred Tasman. You were unkind enough to steal my rooster.
I merely borrowed it, Emmett. I borrowed him for a week or two.
Wilfred, I'm afraid that you are something of a scoundrel.
But, Emmett, good will come of it. The bird will be fed. Its plumage will become sleek and glossy. It will regain its confidence.
You need not mention the food that will find its way into your own lean tummy.
Then why mention it?
Where did you get that wonderful birth certificate?
I found it in a trash can. The idea of being old before my time intrigued. I wanted to see if there was any point in living to be 77.
What are these people going to think when they find out that you're nothing but a tramp?
Emmett, we agreed not to use the word tramp.
True. This is it with the time.
You're much too fastidious to be referred to in such terms.
Frankly, Wilfred, I find the situation fantastic. You're not even 50, and yet these people are willing to believe that you're 77.
Well preserved, Emmett.
I repeat, what are they going to think?
How are they going to find out?
Oh, that's a very good question. We must be practical. What report can you make of the comestibles served here?
The food is plain and the portions small.
You're going to have to find a way to get more if there's to be enough for the both of us.
Both of us? That's impossible.
Oh, to a man of your talents, nothing is impossible. I put it to you that if I'm not supplied with staple foods and goodies, I shall expose you.
Blackmail.
Blackmail.
Well, I suppose that it is only right that since I plan to help these people, they should share their provender with both of us.
Help them? And how, may I ask, are you going to help them?
Didn't you hear that part of it?
It must have escaped me. Wilfred, I hope you don't plan to meddle with the lives of these poor old people.
Meddle? They have happiness with them. I'm going to bring it out. I'm going to make them happier. I'm going to make them younger.
Until you ride out, you're not going to help them a bit.
Under a wild plum tree on the top of Sugar Loaf Hill, I have a jug of elderberry wine seeded. I will put up said jug against your rooster that I can do it.
I accept the bet. I think became a printer and put down the wisdom of many men in time, I have a proper set of values. Maybe if you had taught biology instead of English, you would not diddle yourself with such mad notions.
Somebody's coming. He's coming.
What a lovely night it is.
It was on a night like this that I climbed the trellis outside Farrah Fawcett's window.
Farrah Fawcett. Did you,
Did I what?
Did you,
Please remember that we are both gentlemen, Mr. Beebe.
Yes, of course, Mountain Poe.
What did you say?
Mountain Poe. What a lovely name. Mountain Poe.
He was a wonderful man. Perhaps you didn't think a communist could be so wonderful.
Why, yes, I do. Yes, I do. He gave you the sweetest gift one man can give another.
What's that?
Oh, the potion of Princeton. Why did you say he gave it to you?
I saved his life, you know.
What exactly does it look like?
He would have been ripped in half if I hadn't been.
Is it more of a liquid?
You can't mess with the kind of mountain goats they have in Tibet. I don't care who you are.
Is it a powder or liquid?
You see, he had a crazy Chinaman's notion that he could get a baby goat and bring it up himself. The idea was completely mad, but he didn't know what fear was.
And you saved his life? What? I think that's just great. Do you carry the potion on you?
What?
The potion, yes.
No, I ran out. I sent it to Tibet for some 6 weeks ago.
Did you send a change of address? You must send a change of address for these sorts of things.
It will come from me in general delivery. In fact, it might be down now.
When was the last time you checked?
About a week ago.
Well, it may be there right now. It may be there.
I will go check tomorrow, Mr. Beebe.
Excellent. Yes. Hello.
Here you are. You know you're not supposed to be out here this late.
Oh, I'm not sleepy.
Get right inside before your cough turns into pneumonia.
And don't forget about the post office.
Yes, Mr. Beebe.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Beebe.
Good night, Mr. Overwinter.
Good night, Mr. Well, we certainly got rid of them. Let's sit on the bench. We'll be out of sight.
You're supposed to be in bed too, Mr. Overwinter.
No, it isn't 10 o'clock yet.
We go to bed at 9:30 here.
You mean I'm supposed to be in bed now?
That's the rule.
I never go to bed until 2 or 3 in the morning. What am I going to do in bed?
Won't you be able to sleep?
Sleep. Do you go to bed at 9:30?
Well, we all stay up until midnight on Christmas and New Year's, but most of the time we go to bed at 9:30.
And you yourself go to bed at 9:30?
Well, it takes me a few minutes to lock up, but I'm in bed by 10.
My God. How long have you been doing that?
I've been here 3 years.
You've been in bed by 10 o'clock every night. Oh, well, that doesn't mean that you can expect me to go to bed at the same time as these old people.
Mr. Overwinter, if you were old enough to be a guest here, you were old enough to go to bed.
But I don't feel old. I feel young. I'm full of life.
Mr. Overwinter, I don't care what you're full of or how you got full of it. You're 77 years old, and you have to go to bed.
This is terrible. Look, when was the last time you were kissed by a man?
Mr. Overwinter, I don't think that's any of your business.
Don't be afraid to tell me, my child. I'm but an old man.
Well, which is it? Do you stay up late because you're young, or do you pry into my private life because you're an old man?
But who might does something to your hair? You're beautiful. What are you running away from? Why are you hiding?
Mr. Overwinter, I do not know you. I've never seen you before today. I have no intention of examining my motives with you.
Can you stand there and tell me you'd just as soon go to bed at 10 o'clock on a moonlit night?
It's the only way I know of to get a good night's sleep.
Sleep? You're hiding here sleeping your life away.
I am not hiding, and furthermore...
You are hiding. Beyond that wall, people are loving, hating, being born, dying, killing, creating, healing, wounding. And what are you doing? Spending your waking hours with old people and sleeping your nights away. Tell me, what makes you stay here?
Same things that keep most people in one spot, I guess.
Habits, being in a rut, depending on others, things like that.
No. It's more to it than that. Everyone wants to be needed. Everyone wants to feel important to someone. These people need me. They're like children. They depend on me.
each moment.